I can't like determine whether like they look like me or not because I mean.
Sure. Well, but like also, you look different to yourself than like what you look like to other people. That's like a scientific, like psychological thing. Like what you see in the mirror is different than what other people see. I'm serious.
That's scary.
We to ourselves, like as long as you're not suffering from like like body dysmorphia or something, we look better to ourselves in the mirror than like what everyone else thinks.
So we're basically gassing ourselves up.
Basically. But yeah, like we usually like that's what like when you see yourself in pictures you're like, ugh.
Yeah.
Like
okay.
Yeah. It's like, like the selfie versus the tagged photos.
Yeah.
You're like, oh god. No, that guy does not.
No,
not at all. No, that's it. Okay, so there was like 2 or 3 where it was like I could see bits and pieces, but for the most part, yeah, it's a whole lot of no's. Lot of no's.
Now for Erin.
Yeah, why didn't it pull any of mine up?
Apparently, you have to buy credits for this website or something. It's like it's like an Ireland-made website.
But like, why? So here's like all results. But then you go to My Twins. Maybe it's like people that like matched you, or I thought it was like an algorithm that like the website did.
Yeah.
Like here, let me just go back. Let me see. I've saved no matches today. Well, because I like
there are no matches.
There are none. Okay, well, I guess that makes sense. So, I have, as of now, nobody. No doppelgangers.
Go back in a couple years and find out.
That's right. Yeah, because it's probably been a couple years since I tried to look at that website.
Yeah, this is
back in 2 years.
If you feel like contributing to the website, if you feel like buying credits to find your doppelganger,
God.
Go for it. I'm surprised I remember my login information for real.
My password is the same for everything.
You feel me?
So I knew it.
Like if it's not one thing, it's the other.
Yeah. So in case anyone is trying to steal my identity, it's not that hard. Yeah. But you'll be disappointed.
So we got The Butterfly Effect next.
Oh yeah.
Have you ever seen the movie?
Oh yeah, you know what? People shit on that movie, but I actually really like it.
It's really smart and well played out, I think.
Yeah.
It's been years since I've seen it though, but
I watched it like recently because I like it.
Yeah. I haven't.
It's on Netflix.
What?
Yeah, it's on Netflix.
Okay, bye guys.
Or maybe like Hulu or something, but it is on a streaming service.
Yeah. I remember when I watched it. It was actually a borrowed movie from one of my brother's friends, I think. I kept watching it, like, because that's what I did when I was younger. I just rewatched and re-listened to like music and movies and all that. But so I rewatched that movie numerous times, and one day my dad was just fed up because they used a lot of profanity.
Oh yeah, they do. They do cuss a lot.
Was there like any nudity in that movie?
There's like sex scenes.
There were, because I remember
a couple.
Like Ashton Kutcher or whatever was in college and his roommate was banging someone. I don't know.
Yeah.
But anyway, my dad was fed up with all of it, and like because I kept rewatching it. And this was back when I was like in early high school, I think.
Oh, okay, so you were like older. I mean, it's rated R. I think it's rated R.
I watched the freaking second Final Destination where this biker chick flashed the.
Yeah. Yeah.
But anyway, that's a different story. But yeah, my dad took the movie away from me. Like it's cool. I'm not pressed about it.
No, I really like that movie. So like the premise is like the things you do in the present are going to affect the future, and like if you say you're able to go back in time, you could potentially just even by being there or disrupting something or causing something to go differently, completely alter the course of the future. And that's called the butterfly effect, which so I think there's like a quote at the beginning where it's just like
Yeah.
as something as simple and like delicate as like a butterfly's wings can, you know, it has something to do with like alter like air currents or something, you know. So it's just like, you know, whatever you do, be careful.
Oh my
you know,
God.
something like that.
Rotten Tomatoes rates it as 33%, I believe. I saw.
Rotten Tomatoes. I mean, they're not usually wrong. I like a lot of movies that Rotten Tomatoes does not like.
Right. 2004. It came out in 2004, so I would be
Yeah.
in middle school at that time.
That was like right when that 70s show, it was like mid that 70s show, like whole run.
When did that 70s show end?
Like a couple years after that. I think it started in like 2000. And then I think it went on for like 7 or 8 years, I think. But yeah, Ashton Kutcher, I like him a lot.
Yeah, I don't know what made me think of this movie. Well, just probably a topic or whatever. It was a scary type of creepy movie.
It was scary, yeah.
But
is it like an action thriller or like a psychological thriller? I think is a better term.
Yeah,
but like, okay, so like, so the whole thing is like he wants to like go back in time so he can like save this girl that he loves.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, if you were to go back in time to like change something,
oh,
but like you had to like do it perfectly, as to not like mess everything up or like
God.
change
That,
the future.
Have you ever seen that episode of The Fairly Odd Parents? Where Timmy had messed something up and then he had to keep going back or something?
Didn't you have to go back like a billion times? He just kept having to go back. Like he'd like show back up in the future and like he'd just be like nope and like just go back.
Yeah. I think so. But yeah, like having to do it perfectly.
Yeah, because like you can't control like everything.
Right.
You know, even just by like being there, it's like it's technically like an alternate universe.
Right.
Like even just by being there, like it's already
that's a scary thing. Like
messed up.
to have that kind of power in your hands, or like
yeah.
to have that type of influence.
Mm-hmm.
Oof.
But like things like so, I mean, there's a lot of like books and movies about like if certain like big events in like history like hadn't happened or happened differently, and like the story is about like what life would be like after that. There was one thing. Oh, and I don't remember exactly. I don't remember what it was, but the whole premise was, it was set in a world in which
in a world.
but it was set in a world in which JFK was never assassinated.
Oof.
So, like, but for whatever reason, things were like worse. They were like shitty.
Really?
So yeah, it was like apocalypse had like happened. Oh shit!
What is this?
I don't remember exactly. I don't remember. What was it? It was. I think it was a.
Just think about that. They turned out a lot worse.
About
what would happen if Hillary Clinton was president?
Honestly, I thought I was living in some kind of alternate reality when Trump was elected.
Oh God!
Like,
I walked in the next day at work just like imagining like all the Trump supporters like throwing like a parade or something. I'm just, like I was afraid, like I was walking into like a battlefield or something.
What is this? I'm gonna be bothered by this. Story. Maybe it's a movie. Okay.
I wonder if you can multitask. Can you? Is there a time that, do you think? Is there something that you can think of that you would wish you could go back and fix or do differently?
I don't know. Not really. I try not to live like that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I try not to spend a whole lot of time thinking about
what could have happened.
Exactly, because it's just never.
Mm-hmm. Like it is what it is.
Like I think it's bad to like romanticize the past because you can never get back to that, I mean, but I guess like what if, like what if?
Yeah.
So we'll just play devil's advocate here. What if I could go back and change anything? I don't know.
Knowing what I know now,
because I've always like done like been like my authentic self, and like everything that I do, I try and be authentic. And if I hurt someone's feelings, sorry, I wouldn't go back and change it. I don't know.
Knowing what I know now, I would change how I audition for the real world. Knowing what they're looking for, I would know how to.
Oh, okay. Well, in that case, Well, I was thinking like. I guess I wasn't thinking about it like that.
Yeah, like I feel like I would normally look at it that way too, but that like the real world is something I just thought about. By the way,
like using your knowledge now.
Oh man, voting ends in a couple of days anyway. This episode's going to air way past that.
I saw your thing.
I follow this guy on Instagram. Mm-hmm. He has a chance to be on the real world. And I'm like, guys, vote for this guy right now. I want to see him on there.
So he's like a farm guy.
Mm-hmm. Oh my gosh. Adorbs. His name is Clint Wright. Eastwood, at Clint. Eastwood 100 on Instagram if you want to go follow him. I'll at him. I'm gonna
He's gonna be on the real world. Do it. He's gonna do it.
But he's competing against two girls that we can also vote for. One has like a drug addiction past, and the other one is like shoot. I think she described herself as an angry black woman.
Oh. Okay.
Oh, I thought you were looking for something.
No,
the John F. Kennedy thing.
I'm not finding what I was hoping I would find. I can't find it.
Oh well.
Can't find it. But that's kind of what I was thinking, like butterfly effect.
Yeah. Now, like if I were to look at it the way that you were looking at it, like if there was like a time where I could just switch a little thing to where it wouldn't have turned into as big of a thing as it was.
I thought of something.
What? No, you go ahead.
I just thought of like a scenario.
Go ahead.
So like, say I'm like at a restaurant, and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna be adventurous. I'm gonna try something I've never had. And so I order. Actually, this is something that happened.
Okay.
I would go back and fix this. I ordered a fig and prosciutto and some kind of jam, like flatbread.
Okay.
It was disgusting, disgusting. But I sat there and ate it because I'm paying for it.
Yeah.
And I'm not one to be like, take this back.
Right.
Like I would never do that. So I would go back and order something that I know I like.
Just imagine.
Just that one time, though. I'm still going to order stuff that I'm still going to be adventurous, you know, at places. But, like, just that one time where it didn't work out for me.
Just imagine if you ended up sending it back. Say if you happen to, like, she gave you an issue. How would that affect her future?
Exactly.
His or her future.
So, yeah. So, in that case, yeah, I could order something else. Or I could be confrontational and be like, hey. Maybe
he or she was having a bad day, and, like, you sending this back could end up like the Waiting movie.
Exactly.
Spit in her food.
Exactly.
And then give you a sickness.
So it could either...
Oh my god!
So I could either be totally fine and happy and with, my decision, or I could, like, be fucked.
Right.
Like, totally... I could get, like, a disease. See, that's why you don't go back. That's why you don't risk it.
My god. Okay, what if I didn't get in my car accident that one year?
I would still have about $200. I would still have my Social Security card. I wouldn't have had to waste time going to the fucking Social Security office. I would still have well, I guess this wouldn't really matter because I had to replace it anyway. But I'm thinking about, like, I had to get a new driver's license. I had to get new library cards. I know.
I affected you this badly.
You were... Yeah, I don't want to tell you because you were in an accident.
I ruined Rachel and Josh's shoes or whatever. They were in my trunk. They had, like, some clothes in my trunk.
Aww.
Say goodbye to those shoes. And see,
but like you obviously had it the worst. you know, because you were, I mean, yeah.
Affected by it.
Of course.
No,